Through the glass of her bedroom window, I notice her moving around from the left side of her room to the right. She's moving something, most likely a change of clothes. Uh-oh. She stops in front of the window, facing to the side. She makes a few faces which confirm my initial theory as correct. She's looking into a mirror. She undoes her red tie, pulls off her gray jacket, and starts to unbutton her white undershirt. Hey guys, Kudari Ghost here, and welcome to Fruits of the Literature Club. So hit the subscribe button to become a ghost, and let's begin. So this does look really nice, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so Ku as always, not Kai. Alright, so we are in. The morning sun hits my eyeballs, causing them to squint shut. Having my experience, I'm used to it, but nevertheless annoyed. This is one of the few times I wish I had longer hair, to block out the sun from hitting my eyes. But unfortunately, I am mandated to keep my hair below a specific length. The rhythmic sound of the train hitting the rails remains a reminder of where I am destined. He's totally part of an agency, okay? I played a little bit of this before, but this is like, I think they revamped everything, so I'm restarting the series basically, okay? So you didn't miss anything. I look out the window that I happen to be sitting next to and into the city. The stories I've heard about this place, when I found out I was coming here, I'll tell you it left a sour taste in my mouth. The train begins to lose its momentum, signaling our arrival momentarily. I hear a familiar digital sound emanating from my watch, indicating the new hour that we have reached. Just as it does 23 other times a day. Okay. The train comes to a complete halt. The passengers around me, myself included, stand up and begin to depart our vessel. Interesting language, my dude. It's pretty nice, though. It's well written. The moment I step out into the nicely maintained concrete, I hear a voice calling out to me. Ku, Ku. I cock my head slightly towards the direction of the sound and see an old man that used to be an acquaintance of mine. I turn and walk towards the man. I didn't expect to see you here, old man. Before me is a man around 5 feet and 7 inches tall. Okay, this man's short. Pretty short compared to normal people I'm around. His wrinkled face and squinted eyes turn into a genuine smile at the sight of me. Same with you. What are you doing here? Literally just got into town. Oh, are you here for anything special? One of his eyebrows lifts up. No. Just here to go to school. His face changes. It looks as if he's surprised. What is that face for, old man? Never thought I would hear those words coming out of your mouth, Ku. Back in, well, you know. You weren't so spry to go to school. That I was not. But times have changed and I'm ready to go to a normal school for once. His smile returns. He pats me on the back with an all too familiar pattern. Ha! Well, that's great. And what are you doing here? Well, I retired. Came out here to live with my daughter and her kids. Daughter? Now that's something I didn't expect you to say. Well, everyone gets old and needs to settle down eventually. Yeah, but I never thought you would. I expected you to remain with the majority of us until you finally gave out. Well, here I am. Do you have a place to stay? Yeah, I have a house somewhere near the school. Eastern side, northeast. I know it. Need a ride? Well, I didn't have any other plan. So you were gonna walk there? Pretty much. Where's your luggage? Everything I own is in the bag on my back. I point one of my thumbs to a black Kevlar backpack I have securely strapped to me. He's totally part of an agency, okay, dude? You always travel light, don't you? Easier to disappear when necessary. He chuckles. Come on, let me show you to my car. Okay. By your leave. Yeah, he totally works. The old man had a pretty stylish car. My father used to have one of these. A 69 Mustang? Heh, she's a beauty, isn't she? Is this how you spent your retirement fund? Oh, no, I have a good half left, you know. So out of the 800 grand they gave you, you spent over a quarter of it already? Kids aren't cheap. As well as this sexy of a car. The black Mustang accelerated into a turnpike and eventually into a city street. When we departed the train station, I expected it to be a short ride to the place I am living at. But I was very wrong. Turns out the train station is about 15 minutes straight drive on the freeway. Doesn't seem like much if you're a driver, but if you're walking like myself, it would have taken as long as 3 hours. Okay. The convenience of a freeway allows drivers to get across great distances at a greater speed than normal roads. Yeah, so it would have taken goddamn forever, okay? So are you still on Ashley's detail? The idol? Nah, I left that a long time ago. Trouble from up? Nope, just did as much as I could then. So in short, you weren't needed anymore. Pretty much. Bummer. Bummer? I don't socialize well with others, especially with a teenager with a small degree of popularity, even among even more hormonal teenagers. If I could English, thank you. Sounds to me like that you've got into some drama with this girl. Okay. Thank you, Braid. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. I look back towards him, a casual glare into his face. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you didn't try to get with her. Are you serious? No. Ha. Good. You know that isn't allowed. That, and I really don't have any need for any type of relationship right now, or at all. If I really look at it, English, thank you. Okay, you will eventually. Doubt it. We remain quiet for a few moments. Okay, well, clearly this visual novel is for that. I keep thinking on my comment about a relationship. It's not like I don't want one. It's the fact that in the position I am in, it would have a lot of unnecessary stress. It's not every day that I can just breathe and live a normal life day by day. Every day has a small amount of repetitiveness with it, but that is another story. We are almost there. Again, I appreciate the ride. You should stop by one day for dinner. I think my daughter would love to meet you. Huh, why is that? I ruffle my eyebrows at him. Because you're basically like me when I was younger. She's always nagging me about telling her about my younger years. You haven't, right? Of course not, I know better. I was about to say, don't lecture me on policies I've lived by for 30 years, Koo. With age comes easiness, old man. Got him. I still think I could take you. That would be interesting. I still am active, you know. How so? Granted, the man was old, but he still had a pretty fit body. Usually as men get older, especially where I come from, they tend to just let themselves go. They say, screw it, I worked hard these years and I earned this. Then they just let their bodies waste with alcohol, tobacco, and junk food. I taught myself self-defense, something like that? Okay, well that's one way. You should pop by. Give some of the ruffians in my classes a little reality check. Why is that? Because you and I both know to never underestimate an opponent. They could be just as clever, attentive, aware, and more skilled than you. Ah, the old 1x4 rule. Exactly. As he said those words, we turned a steep corner and found ourselves a pretty nice suburban neighborhood. There we go. This is it? Okay, yeah, this is it. I pulled the polished metallic door handle and exit the car. I looked back at the man and gave one last gesture of farewell. I think it's the background on the tag. I already have problems reading, and then like the pattern is like, I love it, but like at the same time, thank you, Jeff. At the same time, thank you, Jeff. Okay, you got it. Before switching gears and leaving, he gives me one last smile. Well then, let's check this place out. I look around the neighborhood and notice that this suburban block has the same architecture for almost all of the buildings. I take a look at the spacing between the house I'm living in and the one next to it on both sides. I check the integrity of the fence that borders. Decent strength. Okay, dude. I take a stroll around the perimeter of the house. I take note of the number of windows, their positions on the structure, and their height from the ground. The second story windows should be fine. I take note of what looks to be a balcony in the back door. As I walk towards the front of the house, I notice a girl walking down the street. She's wearing a counterpart of the uniform I was given for school, so she must be going to the same school as I. She is somewhat of a skip in her step. Her blue eyes look up into the sky and at flowers as she passes by. Her hair is of a coral pink color. Of course it is. She has a bright red bow on the left side of her hair. It looks sloppily positioned. I rub my eyes because I swear I see her glow. Okay, that girl seems to just emanate joy. I scoff at her and turn myself to the door. Kid will learn that the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, she thinks. Oof. You have no idea about Sayori, do you? Okay, I unlock the door and enter. I am immediately greeted with a short hallway around 3 steps before the kitchen opens to the right. The kitchen is rather modern and well furnished. I always thought the door would be that way. I never thought the door would be that way. Okay, that's weird, dude. That's mind-boggling. All right. I check the fridge and nothing. I chuckle at myself, not knowing what else to expect. The place is furnished, but I was just curious. I close the fridge and look out into the living room which borders it. I take a look into the living room and out the windows. Like, I feel like the door would be like right there, and then the kitchen would be that way, right? But like, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, that's weird to me. Okay, I look and see if I can see the space directly below the window. I can't. I walk across the room and open a small white door. It leads into a laundry room, fit with a washer and dryer. Luxury. It will definitely be easier than manually washing and drying my clothes. I close the door and head upstairs. Immediately on the left is my bathroom, and across from that is my bedroom. They seriously did not spare any expense with the decor here. Okay. In my bedroom is a closet, dresser, bed, desk, and several miscellaneous items to make it look lived in. I take a moment to place my backpack on the bed and survey the area from my window. You think I'd get better at reading as I go along, but no, it's just like, hey, what's that? That's a word, but you're gonna say this word first, okay? And mess yourself up, okay? Okay. Once I got a good understanding, I walk out of my room. Next to the stairwell is a sliding glass door that leads to the balcony. I walk out onto the medium-sized cement balcony. I lean forward on my wall, my forearms supporting me, and look out into the neighborhood. I can see some grade school-aged kids playing with a jungle gym some well-funded parent purchased. Okay. I also see an old man petting his dog in the front yard. It's obviously not Jeff. My name is Jeff. Okay, neighborhood watchman here, huh? I look to my left and notice that same girl I saw earlier in her room. I didn't realize I lived so close to her. Through the glass of her bedroom window, I notice her moving around from the left side of her room to the right. She's moving something, most likely a change of clothes. Uh-oh. She stops in front of the window, facing to the side. She makes a few faces which confirm my initial theory is correct. She's looking into a mirror. She undoes her red tie, pulls off her gray jacket, and starts to unbutton her white undershirt. Yup. I turn away from the view and return inside. Epic. All right. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like how it doesn't say the year, so that even if it's next year after this mod is like created, it's not going to be out of date. That's kind of cool. Okay, I like that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please smash that like button, and also hit that subscribe button to become a ghost, and I will see you next time. Peace.
Show.